In this video, we're going to be using Master Soap Creations Candy Moon and the Blackland Era Open Comb with the level 1 plate. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB, and thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Before we get into the content today, a word from our sponsor, Leaf. This video is brought to you by our good friends at Leaf, and you know I love Leaf products. I love using the Leaf, which you've seen me use many times on the channel. I also love using the Twig. You've seen that a lot on the channel as well. If you'd like to save 5%, use discount code IAMCDB right there and save 5% while shopping with the good folks at Leaf. And now, back to the video. And all right, let's get into it today. Today we're going to be using Master Soap Creations Candy Moon, and this was kindly sent to me by Fernando of MSC. And I tell you, this is a really nice gourmand scent. If you like gourmand scents, you might like this one. If you don't like gourmand scents at all, you probably won't like this one. I'll put the notes for you on the screen right there. Strawberry, toffee, and mochaccino, an unusual combination that I like. I think it comes together nicely. I'm not sure everybody will love it, particularly those who don't love gourmand scents. So if you don't love gourmand scents, again, use caution. But otherwise, it's nice, it's bright, it's got some sweetness to it. And it also has that, I can definitely get the toffee and mochaccino as well. Again, I think it's an unusual combination. This comes to you for a great price. $14.99 for 6 ounces, and on that cost chart there, $2.49 an ounce, which is exceptional. This is a tallow-based soap. We'll put the ingredients for you right there. And one thing I'll mention while you're looking at the ingredients, this artwork here was made by Fernando's friend Steph using spray paint. I will link his a YouTube video of him doing art below and his website. It's pretty cool, so check him out if you please. Again, links below. Okay, what are we using next? Oh, we didn't talk about the lather. Easy to lather Master Soap Creations. I'll put a lather shot for you right there. No problem building volume. It was soft, but built volume really easy, and I've had a great experience with Master Soap Creations every time I lather them. I think they're quite easy to use. They're priced right. They come all the way from South Africa at this great price. I've been enjoying them a lot. Okay, the razor for today is the Blackland Era, which, you know, Shane sent over, about a week ago. And this one is the level 1 plate. So we've used the level 5 plate on the SB and the OC, excuse me. Now we're using the level 1 with the OC just to see what this is like when it's at its mildest. And so we look forward to using this today. And again, these black things here are grip rings, which you can take off if you want. I put them on just to show folks. I didn't find that I needed them, but if you want extra grip, these grip rings will provide it. Again, the Era is due sometime this year. Will retail for $75. You have 10 plates to choose from. It will come with one, but you could add on other ones if you please. And I've enjoyed using this so far. I think I've used it twice. I think this will make my 3rd time. So we look forward to trying the Era on a mild plate today. So let's just get into it and see how it goes. After all, the shave is why we're here. We're going to start off by misting the face. And I'm going to remind you folks, I try to link everything that's available below. So I get questions all the time in the comments, where can you get this? Where can you get that? Just look below. I always put those links there, and it takes a fair amount of time. So I do that for your benefit. So check that out if you please. And let's get involved with the Master Soap Creations here. The brush today is the Ariana & Evans synthetic. And I tell you, no volume problems today with Master Soap Creation, nor lathering woes of any kind. Yesterday I used the Denton Magic, and it made a beautiful lather, but there wasn't a lot of volume. It was really soft, and this one was soft too, but not quite it wasn't as soft as the Denton Magic, and it created volume like nobody's business rather easily. If you haven't tried a Master Soap Creation soap, check it out. I find them very easy to use, very efficient budget-wise, because they're well priced and quite slick. You know, I don't really have any quality problems at all, and they lather rather easily. As you can see, that hydration in there. I really like to push hydration in soaps to see what they can handle. And to me, if a soap can handle a lot of hydration, it's a sign of a quality soap. And I don't have any problems pushing hydration here on Master Soap Creations soaps, nor building volume, which is awesome. All right, there we go. Very nice indeed. And nice scent on this. I like it. But I do realize that some people, they just don't like gourmand scents. They'll always say, I don't want to go around smelling like food. And I can understand that. Just like I don't like earthy scents. Some folks don't like gourmand scents. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't make the scent bad, you know, if you don't like it or the style of scent. But you can't love everything. So, all right, let's get into it with the era on the number 1, and definitely mild. Certainly less blade feel than the 5-plate. You can feel some, but not a lot. Still retains that really, really signature smoothness, I would call it. So definitely, I would say plate 1 is well within the mild spectrum. I think plate 5 is within the around medium spectrum. But just within those first strokes there, you can definitely tell this is mild. I think if you like mild razors and you just want a little bit of blade feel, the plate 1 would probably feel pretty good. It's definitely not menacing in any way. And by the way, folks, the open comb on a razor, I know a lot of new people when they first start, they go, oh boy, that's going to be super aggressive. There are mild razors with open combs. There are aggressive razors with open combs. So the open comb itself doesn't mean it's more aggressive. What it will do, especially if you have longer growth, is it allows the blade to get at some of those whiskers due to the open comb a little easier in some cases. So there might be a benefit. And I do like open comb razors myself. And I have to say, the plate 1 there, it's working just fine. So you have some razors like the Tatara Muramasa adjustable, which I'll use again at some point in the near future here. Level 1, you almost can't feel it doing anything. That is not the case with this. I can still feel some blade, which I'm happy about. I was glad that I'm feeling at least some blade, because I want that in my shaving experience. It really helps me because I can feel those hairs being cut, and I know whether I need to maybe make another couple of strokes like that or just press on and move over. And so blade feel for me, having some at least, is advantageous. Some people don't like to feel the blade. They want minimal, you know. And I certainly understand that too. It really is a preference thing, but for me, blade feel and having blade feel is not about being macho or masculine. It's about aiding me during the shave, and you can actually feel the blade cutting. And like I say, I use that to adjust as I'm shaving. Okay, that feels pretty good, moving over, sort of thing. So the first pass there, very nice with the era. Even on plate 1, I found it shaving nice, smoothly. And so I was afraid it would be way too mild, and it's not. So I'm pretty happy about that. Let's rehydrate the face real quick here. All right, very nice. Very nice indeed. And we have plenty of lather here in our bowl today. Again, no volume issues at all with the MSC here. And it whipped up easily and nicely and quickly, which I like. Very nice. Today is definitely a more enjoyable shave. I have to admit, yesterday it was just it was not the best of shaves. I mean, the shave itself went great, don't get me wrong. I shouldn't say it wasn't the most enjoyable of shaves. So I want to enjoy every shave to the utmost. I want it to be fun. I want it to, you know, things just clicking. And yesterday, the lack of volume just annoyed me a little bit. Plus, you know, it was kind of a really stressful day on top of it. So everything was sort of compounding yesterday. But today, the soap just lathered well, willingly, without me having to, you know, put extra effort into it. And I like that. We have plenty of lather here, plenty slick enough. Again, Master Soap Creations, very, very easy to work with, and that's something that I want in a soap. I want to be able to throw it in the bowl and whip up that lather pretty easily without a lot of extra effort, I would call it. If it takes a few minutes, that's okay. But if I'm having to struggle to build volume, it's just annoying. And you like things, you know, the way you like them. You like everything to go the way that makes it the most enjoyable. And that's the way it should be. So I advise you use products that sort of hit the mark in that regard for you. So let's go like this and see how the Blackland era on level 1. Now folks, a lot of people have questions about the era. If you have questions, and I'll pop it up in one of the corners here, go watch the Real Talk with Shane. He explains how this razor is made via a different form of 3D printing, I would call it. It's not exactly how it works on a printer. On the plastics, it's definitely a different and innovative sort of way of doing things. Let's follow up there a little bit and get some of that up. But watch that. He'll explain a lot of the questions you have. Because there's no better person to explain how the razor is made and what the intentions are behind the razor than the maker themselves. So I encourage you to watch that Real Talk, and he will explain in great detail about the era. Much better than I can ever explain it here on a video. So I'm explaining this video from the user's perspective of someone who's actually using it, and he will explain from someone who makes it, designs it, manufactures it, and ultimately gets it to you. It's supposed to release sometime this year, unless there are issues. So we'll keep our fingers crossed for that. Because part of the joy of doing these videos for me is when I see other people using the products and enjoying it, and then I'm like, that's great. I mean, I'm so glad you enjoyed it. So I always like hearing when someone really enjoys something that I've used, or now and then when someone has been inspired to try something that I used and then they love it, and I feel great about that, you know. So again, the soap here, perfectly good quality. It is plenty slick enough. The razor is gliding there, no problem whatsoever. There's plenty of residual slickness behind that's allowing me to make that a cross pass once the visible lather is gone. And you know, very nice, the Blackland era. I know people are just chomping at the bit waiting to get at this razor, and I can certainly understand that, because I think this is going to be like the carve insofar as you need to find the plates that work best for you and that you enjoy the most, and once you do, it'll probably be a very good shaver. I have enjoyed it. Of course, I enjoy the higher plates, but I'm going to go through and try the other plates just to see how they shave. Or more importantly, how they allow me to shave, because the razor isn't going to do anything without me. You know, I'm an essential part of that, the most important part. And I say this all the time, folks. The single most important element in your shave is you. You matter more than anything else. If you have a good, sharp blade, everything else, you know, is on you. And Shane even said it the other night, which is, it's really interesting to watch that Real Talk, because he speaks with absolute candor. He's like, it's not that hard to make razors. It's essentially a blade on a stick. You know, he says that verbatim. And so he speaks with refreshing candor and says it's really not that hard to make a razor that will shave well. It's hard to run a business. So, and you know, get the manufacturing down and make sure you have adequate supply, especially with what's going on right now. It's exceedingly difficult to not to make the razor, but to have it manufactured and have supply. So I encourage you to watch that Real Talk, because it really is enlightening, and he speaks with unusual candor. And I like it. I like it when people just call it like they see it, and he does. Wow. Even on plate 1, I think we've had a great shave today, and that's what I like to happen every single time I'm out, to have a really enjoyable shave. All right, let me rinse. We'll come back and get into the post. Stay tuned. And all right, we are back, and off cam we did a warm water rinse to remove the soap, and then we applied our Razor Rock alum. There was no stinging there So super smooth shave. No nicks, cuts, creepers, weepers, irritation, bubbles, or troubles. Very nice shave. I enjoyed it a lot. Following the alum, we did a cool water rinse. And then we toweled off with our, there it is, Lancaster towel prior to applying the magic made by Witches Thayer's Witch Hazel. We had an excellent shave today with Master Soap Creations Candy Moon. And I would say if you like gourmand scents, you very well may like this. If you don't like gourmand scents, you probably won't like this. Some people just don't like gourmand scents, so keep that in mind if considering this one. But Master Soap Creations, a good quality soap, comes at a great price. I enjoyed it. We used the Blackland Era open comb with the level 1 plate, which is the mildest plate with the open comb setting, and I got a great shave with it. Do I prefer the 5 to the 1? Of course, but I prefer more blade feel. But I will say this gave enough blade feel to give me the feedback that I wanted. I got a nice, super close, smooth shave with it. The blade in this is Gillette Nasset, by the way, today. Blackland Era, coming sometime this year, we hope. I used the Ariana and Evans brush. It's riding in our Lancaster Razor Works brush soaking mug. Of course, our HC&C bowl, which I've really been loving. And we're going to finish it off today with Master Soap Creations Candy Moon Splash. And again, this is available at the Razor Company if you're interested, here in the United States at least. And let's slap some of this on. Oh yeah, very nice. You can really get the mochaccino and the toffee, I think, from this splash. That's what I'm getting. And it smells very nice. All right, folks. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you back here tomorrow. Until then, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way. And as always, God bless.